when we think about couple power. You know, in politics, a lot of times couple power is, wow, John F. Kennedy and his wife Jackie. She's so beautiful. She dresses so well. Awesome. You know, boom. Oh my God. Couple power, Ronald Reagan and Nancy. True couple power. I had Ken Hachikian here, who was a chief speechwriter for Reagan, and he worked under Nixon. You know, he said Nancy was feared by everybody. She was tough behind closed doors. And she would do the firing for everybody because Ronald didn't like to fire people.
Wow.
It was Nancy firing.
Get it, girl.
And yeah, that's right. So that's
All right.
Nancy. So that's a couple power, right? Bill and Hillary Clinton, love them or hate them. That's a couple power,
Yeah.
right? If you think about it. You know, you and Eric are a couple power now, right? The two of you. And I asked Eric this the other day, and I know Eric had alluded to it before in the past as well. It's kind of interesting that, you know, you guys are both now, you're getting your experience in this the last 12 months, and he's getting his experience with everything that's happened with the 111, what was it, 111, 112?
Subpoenas.
That, you know, no one in the history. Now, you guys are experiencing that part, which means your skin is getting thicker. And
I don't think it gets much thicker than all of us in the Trump family at this point. Yeah.
But I'm saying outside of Trump.
Yeah.
So is there any desires later on for you guys to want to possibly consider running? And by the way, I know it's like, oh, it's too early to tell. Pat, give us a day. I get that. But I asked this from Eric, and he's talked about this.
Yeah.
Is there any that if there was the opportunity that come up, you guys would consider it?
I would be crazy if I said no. Of course. Look, I think the interesting ride for all of us in this is we've actually gotten to go out there and experience the entire country. And this, and by the way, even 3 days ago, I was doing interviews and people were saying, what do you feel out there? What's going on? And I said, it feels like 2016 to me, but on steroids, which is what I said about this election. When you go out and you're among the country and you're among the people of the country and you actually interact with people, not only do you get a sense of things going on, but you actually get to know people and hear how their life has been impacted, either negatively, like what's going on right now, or positively, like I heard from so many people when my father-in-law was president. And I think it's really powerful to know that you can make a difference in people's lives. And it's been such an honor to be a part of, like a small part of all of this for me. I never in my wildest dreams would have, first of all, expected the last name Trump, let alone all of this. And so, yeah, I mean, I am open. I think Eric is open to whatever the future holds.
Yeah. When you think couple power, I love competition. To me, it's like anything that's, when I think couple power on the right, think couple power. Think couple power. Don't think an individual. There's a lot of power in couple power. A lot of power in couple power. Okay? If you think couple power, I don't know if I have anybody ahead of you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Who else would it be?
No, but by the way, a big part of me saying that is because of you.
Oh, well, thank
Eric
you.
is formidable, but you and Eric together, dude, you're talking about managing the 500 lawyers in 7 states and understanding these games that are going to be played again. Because if you're going into this world and you don't know the games, what do you – so that part of it, very interesting.
Yeah.
Just right here while we're sitting here together, I'm just thinking here saying, I can't think about who was on the stage. I mean, obviously, listen, I don't want to take anything away from Chris Christie and, family.
No, don't
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go that far. But if you really think about it, this is so then that to me means, and I'll put this, and we can go to the next topic. That to me means is what is the level of protection? Because remember what the fear, what the family was, the Kennedy family. And I'm using that case study because you can't use the Bush family as much. I think the only case study that we can go to, truly, right? I think it's only Kennedy family.
True, we seem to invent roles for our First Lady to create relevance like we did. Now, there was legitimacy in W's wife. because education, she was a career teacher. She cared deeply about it. But to care about something and have a background in it, it's much different from someone who has stepped into the arena, put on the gloves, and actually accomplished big things in the bloody reality of the fights of this world. And I think you have done that.
But Tom, even
reluctantly at first, we hear.
But let me tell you where I'm going with this. Let me tell you where I'm going with this. We built an insurance company from 66 agents to 60,000 agents. We've licensed 60. We sold the company 2 years ago, and it was a great success. But I tell you when the breaking point was when the company took off is when, let's just say I'm working with Vinny, and Vinny's by himself, but I'm working with Eric, and then through Eric, I meet you. And let's say Vinny, for this case, is more capable than Eric individually, but he's not with you guys together. The level of outgrowing Vinny individually is not 2-1. It was 5-1.
Wow.
So, and then we said, guys, today, top 50 earners in the company, 45 out of top 50 earners, husband and wife build a business together.
Whoa.
45 out of 50 do the business together, okay? So to me, I think when that happens, the place where I was going was the protection of the entire family. Because you guys are now becoming I just looked at your age. I had you late 30s. I saw your
I'll
age.
take it.
We're both Libras. You're October. I'm October 18th.
Okay.
And
happy belated.
And by the way, that guy, Steel guy you just showed, he's October 19th. I can't believe he's a Libra. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
He's a Libra.
Shame.
You like a little more balance, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But the point being, if you guys are all young, that's 30 years of threat.
Good.
That's not good news for them.
Good.
So to me, if I'm thinking dark enemy, what they're thinking, I'm thinking Trump to them is like no longer their number one priority. And I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way. I'm saying it from the standpoint of there's got to be somebody behind closed doors that's sitting there saying, hey, guys, Don, you can't go do this anymore by yourself. These two got to go with you. Eric, boom. Hey, what's the granddaughter? Ava, what's her name that she's on stage? She's a rock star.
Kai.
Oh my God,
Isn't
she's
she
a rock
great?
star.
Yeah.
We're so proud
She's
of Kai.
ridiculous,
I
right?
know.
One of the best decisions I ever made in my life was joining the U.S. Army. When I served the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, the level of pride of America being the greatest country in the world went to the roof. If you are a veteran, or if you support veterans, you have family members, Veterans Day, we have brand spanking new gear for you to choose from. A whole plethora of options of what to choose from with shirts that say we support armed veterans. I am an armed veteran. Dog tags, shirts, hats, all of the different gears that we have. And for the first 250 people that place an order, you have the option of 12 to 15 brand spanking new mugs that we have. One says Angry Patriot. Another one says BizDoc. Another one has got the U.S. flag. Another one has PBD Podcast or Valuetainment or A Future Looks Bright. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order for Veterans Day. These things are going to go very quickly, and you'll get a custom mug that'll be sent your way. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.